Today I want to talk about what I believe is a weapon subfamily that is criminally slept on in PvP. It's easy for these things to slip through the cracks when the meta is so solidified up at the top. You put things down, you forget about them. Many times, things that aren't currently relevant in the sandbox, they just become an auto dismantle for many people. But the truth is, Destiny allows for lots of different things to shine in their own way. So today we're zeroing in on 180 hand cannons. A couple of notes up front. My voice may sound a little off to you, and that's because after a week of taking care of my family who all came down with COVID, it eventually caught up to me as well. So now I'm duking it out with the Rona. So have a little patience with me, please. Next thing to note, all the gameplay today is in skill-based matchmaking lobbies. I'm playing in matches where the meta is being used constantly, and nonetheless, my 180 hand cannon is putting me at the top of the leaderboards, going on 20 plus kill streaks, and decisively winning duels with weapons that most people consider the kings of the Crucible right now. Now, I've already shown a lot of posterity gameplay this season, as I've been using my god roll of that delicious little pocket rocket of a hand cannon for a while now, so today I'm excluding it from the gameplay, just for the sake of keeping the plays fresh for you all. So while the posterity is, in my opinion, the king of 180 hand cannons and is my favorite, in this video you'll be seeing the Ikelos hand cannon instead, which I still believe is pretty exceptional. I like it more than the Survivor's Epitaph. Even at the base crafted version with PvE perks on it, I managed to drop a nice we ran out of medals in the gameplay for you. So I hope you enjoy that. Ultimately, the role that I ended up crafting for this thing is small bore, seraph rounds, rapid hit, golden tricorn, because I like the base damage boost that you get with golden tricorn, a ranged masterwork, and a backup mag mod. Now those perks are not enhanced yet. I've got about 320 kills on this hand cannon so far, and I'm just now getting it up to level 16 so I can enhance those perks, but I haven't done it quite yet. So this thing's gonna get even a little bit better. Now let's start talking about what makes these 180 hand cannons so unique. So when it comes to like pure 1v1 dueling primaries, you know, 140 hand cannons have always been the kings of that space, and the case could be made for aggressive frame pulse rifles too, depending on the range of the map. With a 0.87 second optimal TTK on 140 hand cannons, and the ability to peak shot and shoot while airborne with some level of confidence, especially right now, the 140 hand cannon has always been the weapon able to yield the most consistent wins in dueling if you're landing your shots. With 180s though, the hand cannons we're talking about today, the optimal TTK is just 1 second flat. So that's not a lot longer in the grand scheme of things, but if you're standing in the open, trading shot for shot without moving much with a 140 hand cannon, then there's a good chance your opponent is going to land their shots and drop you before you can fire your fourth bullet. So how can a 180 hope to compete? That's the question. That's what I'd like to zero in on here. Now there's an unfortunate stigma that TTK is the be-all end-all when it comes to whether or not a weapon subfamily is good, and that's the reason 180 hand cannons get overlooked so much. If the TTK isn't elite, then the gun can't compete. That's what people think. But that's verifiably false to a certain degree. Some weapons bring something entirely different to the table, and that's what 180s do. So first, 180 hand cannons have some of the best snowballing perks in the game loaded into their pool. It's like Bungie understood what their design philosophy was with these things when they designed the perk pools. With a 140, you're going for pure dueling potential. So everyone wants to run roles like, moving target, rangefinder, Eye of the Storm, perpetual motion even. Things that just naturally enhance the usability of the gun in duels. But 180s say, hey, if you can win one duel, then I'll help you win the next 5 without breaking a sweat. That's what 180s do. So my posterity, for example, it's got Killing Wind and Rampage with Rampage spec. And Rampage on a 140 hand cannon, it doesn't really do anything for you. It doesn't change the TTK, it doesn't change the number of shots you need to land. But with a 180, that means that after I get a single kill, just one kill, now I can 3-tap at a faster TTK than a 140 can hope to shoot off 3 shots. Now I have the ultimate dueling weapon. And Killing Wind is giving me an enormous range buff to help me take those duels from downtown, and also compensating for the intrinsic drawback of 180 hand cannons, which is their handling speed. My Ikelos hand cannon in the gameplay here has golden tricorn, helping me do 70 damage per headshot after a single kill for several seconds, longer than the Rampage timer. That's the same damage that a 140 hand cannon does, but my gun will do it considerably faster. But you can also choose to lean into that even more, and that's what you should do with 180s. So in my build, I made sure to make room for high energy fire and precision charge. So now when I get multi-kills with a hand cannon, it's going to give me charge with light, and now I'm going to get 70 damage even without any golden tricorn, rampage, anything like that active. But if I do have golden tricorn active, now I can do up to 80 damage per shot. But then I'll put on my Mantle of Battle Harmony, and now I can do up to 90 damage per headshot if the conditions are right. But normally in most gunfights, I'm just mixing and matching any number of these damage buffs at any one given time to just consistently be buffing these hand cannons and winning more gunfights because of it. Now the next bonus to using a 180, they don't really flinch. I mean, they can, but 180s intrinsically have high stability, meaning they receive less incoming flinch. That means that I can stand toe-to-toe with other primaries and keep my reticle in place as needed with much more ease. Less time on focusing correcting your reticle placement means more time just shooting. Additionally, the recoil animation is more back towards you than it is up into the air, right? The barrel pulls back into you instead of most weapons where the barrel, after you fire, it pulls up a little bit, obstructing your view to a certain degree. And they have deep magazines as well. So all of those things, their kill chaining potential, their deep magazines, their snowballing, their ease of use, and then add in the recent changes to AE, making them much more consistent while airborne, and you've got yourself a class of weapon that is designed to go on kill streaks and get sick multi-kills. This video has been full of triples and quads and long streaks. These weapons make it fun and make it a lot easier too. One of the things I love about the Ikelos hand cannon is that the origin trait, Rasputin's Arsenal, it reloads the weapon in every gunfight for you at least one time, if not more, helping you then lean into those kill chaining perks even more. At the end of the day, these 180s are just fun. The posterity does it best, I think, but the Ikelos, it surprised me as well and kicks some major butt with full customization too. The Survivor's Epitaph is also an easy one to focus engrams and get the roll that you want. Kill clip, multi-kill clip, surplus, heating up, killing wind, eye of the storm, adrenaline junkie, I mean, it's got it all. If you've been sleeping on these weapons, take them for a spin again and see what happens. They were designed for the sole purpose of being fun little pocket rockets that will take you on nice quick runs, and those big plays and big moments, those are what keep me coming back to the Crucible. It's not the slow plodding kill here and there that gets my blood pumping. Even if my KD drops, if I'm having more explosive plays here and there, then that's the play style that I'm going to play. I hope you found the gameplay entertaining. As always, if you liked the video, then please consider leaving a like on it by hitting that thumbs up button, and consider subscribing for additional Destiny 2 content. My next video may be a full honest review of the game Forspoken. That game has been memed on and review bombed into oblivion, but I think a lot of it is overblown and it's a bit of a shame. While the writing struggles, the acting is actually solid. And the combat later in the game is some next level exciting gaming, and I can't wait to show it to you. I'll be fair and honest though, I'll point out some of the shortcomings because there are some, but I'll also call attention to some big wins that the game has that I think deserve a little more celebration and highlighting as well in the maelstrom of bandwagon internet hate that's going around. Anyway, be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.
Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Five minutes remain. A strong start. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing.